Hello and welcome to the channel. Happy any day that ends with a Y. I am in the car. This is not a Car Chronicles, but I was told by one or two of my subscribers, maybe more, that they really liked my shopping hauls. Well, you might be able to see one or two things right there. I might show you that. But I picked up a few things today, something that I did not intend on picking up because I was going to the store for something completely different. But this new garden center that I found locally, a nursery, had all kinds of stuff. And I happened to go inside to get on the waiting list for what I intended on picking up today. And they had, y'all, a whole aisle of seeds, a whole entire aisle. So I picked up some stuff and I want to show you what I picked up. This is going to be the last time I'm doing a shopping haul this year. I'm done shopping. I really am. I can't keep doing it. So I'll get to the house in just a minute and I'll show you what I picked up. Hello, I have made it to the house and I'm in my grow space. I don't have my light on. The garage is open. I still have a little bit of light. So I hope this is okay. I probably should turn that way so that the light is facing me. You guys can see me better. Let's see what I can do about this. I feel like that's a little bit better. So today I went to a couple of different stores. I hope you guys can hear me. I do have my microphone on. It is on. Sometimes I forget to turn it on. I have a new fan in the garage. I had a small little bitty desk fan in here blowing towards the greenhouse to, harden everything off. But I felt like I needed something just a tiny bit bigger. And I picked up a fan that was for like $16 at Walmart. Let me see. Let me get the box so y'all can see what it looks like. Hold on. I'm not altogether prepared. So I hope you guys can hear me. The fan is blowing. So you can hear a little rattling in there. You can hear the dog down the street barking. But I picked up this fan from Walmart. I don't need a lot in here because I don't spend a lot of time in the garage. But when I have a few things growing in the greenhouse, I need that air circulating so that the babies can have a simulation of the wind. So when I put them in the black greenhouse in the back, they won't just fall all out. But this is a 9-inch high velocity fan. You can hang it on a door, on a wall. And that's why I got it, because I can put it more than just one location. I don't have to just sit it on the floor. And I want to say it was like it was $16, I think, and some change. It's a metal fan, which I really wanted. It has 3 speeds. It can rotate 360. It pivots 360. And it has that built-in handle. So I got this from Walmart today because I just needed a little something in the garage. Like I said, I don't spend a lot of time in here, so I didn't want to invest in a huge, big fan. You know the ones. Y'all have seen them. So the other things I got at Walmart are some seeds. I also got, I was looking at this online last night, and I was going to buy some black hollyhocks. But when I went to Walmart, I happened to see, as I was, of course, walking through the garden center, I found 2 roots for $3.24. And this was a lot cheaper than what I was looking at online last night. And just from, you all probably cannot see inside of this bag, but there is some growth in here. So I'm going to be getting these in the garden today. I have a number of things I need to get in the garden today, and this is one of them. So I got that from Walmart. I also picked up a few seeds. Now, I do not know which ones came from Walmart and which ones have come from the nursery that I went to. Hold on one second. That's why I don't have my garage door open, because random people just want to walk by and want to sell you stuff. When you own a new home, there's always somebody walking by trying to sell you something. No, go away. I don't want to be rude, but I mean, like, no, stop dropping by. So anyway, what I was saying before I was just so rudely interrupted is that I got a bunch of seeds from a couple of different places, and I don't know exactly where I picked all of these up, but I went to Walmart, I went to the Dollar Tree, and I went to the local new garden center nursery that I found, and the Asian store. So let me get into these and show you guys what seeds I picked up. Let's see. Now I know these came from Walmart because I remember these because they were 50 cents. Uh-oh. Let me grab the Walmart ones if I can get them. I know I had more than one. I had like 3 packets. Oh, here they are. Okay. So these came from Walmart. One of my coworkers was talking to me about gardening yesterday, as a matter of fact. And of course, that's the one thing when people ask me about gardening, what are you growing? And of course, I have a long list, as long as my arm, maybe as long as my leg, of things that I have in the garden that I'm growing, that I'm trying to grow, that I'm not sure about if it's going to survive in the garden or not, but it's in there for right now. And he was telling me that he was looking for some watermelon. Now, I have watermelon seed. Sorry about that, y'all. I think I hit my microphone. I have watermelon seeds. I've gotten several different varieties to germinate, and I've put them in the garden because it's been like 80 degrees already for like 3 or 4 days here. Sorry, there's a fly. That's why I don't like being in the garage. And I noticed that in my watermelon stash that I'm keeping for myself, my Charleston Grays were low. I only had like maybe 4 seeds left. So they had Charleston Grays. If you all have a watermelon love like my mom, and you have a Walmart near you, they have Charleston Grays for 50 cents at Walmart. They're on the end caps, so don't go looking where they have the Burpee and Fairy Morris. They're on the end caps. So look around in the garden area where they have the end caps, and they have them for 50 cents. So I got 4 packets. I got 2 for me and 2 for my coworker. They're only 50 cents. So those are the seeds that I picked up at Walmart. I do believe I picked this seed up at Walmart as well. I have sunflower seeds, but they're very, very old. I don't know if they're going to germinate. And I thought this was so beautiful. See how beautiful that is, y'all? This is a hybrid, of course, so I'm not going to be able to save seeds from this, unfortunately. But it's called a Chianti hybrid. It's a beautiful burgundy sunflower. So I'm going to get these in the garden. They say March through May. So we're in March. It's time to get the sunflowers in if you all have not done so. I can't keep turning and putting those over there. Let me put them right here. Now, I don't remember which I got these from, because I went to 2 nurseries today. So they were all botanical interest. I already have some summer savory, but I'm not 100% certain how to even use this. But I said, self, get it, because it may be something that you have a use for later on. So I picked up some winter savory. I already have summer savory, so that's winter savory. I think I used up all of my feverfew, so I went to replace it because I'm not sure if those seeds actually germinated. So I picked up some feverfew. I picked up some Russian status, I think is how you pronounce that, status. I thought it was really pretty. This is going to go in my cut flower garden. I was very low on my moonflower. I've already planted moonflowers, and I do believe they've come up in the front white flower garden. So I picked up 1 more packet of moonflower, and I was so angry. I picked this up first at the first store, and then when I went to Walmart, they had them. No, they had at Ace Hardware. It's either Walmart or Ace Hardware. They had them again, the moonflower for 50 cents. I have half of mine to take this back because this was $2.69. I have half of mine to take this back. Let me think about it and go get those $50 seeds. I'm sorry, 50-cent seeds, not $50. I love a white moonflower, but if I could have went to that store first and found them for 50 cents, I would have got them for 50 cents. So I'm going to put that on the bottom because I might take those back. And Again, I'm not a fan of spicy hot salad, but I know that there's more to arugula than just it being a peppery, mustardy, hot hint of tartness type of green. I can't remember. I was watching another a content creator's channel. I can't remember her name, and she was planting, or her channel's name, and she was planting arugula. Also, I want to say T-Nog was planting arugula, but there arugula is more than, I want to say it's also an herb. I have to double check that, but that's why I picked it up because I'm trying to increase my herbs, y'all, and I knew I didn't have any arugula. I've been soaking some okra seeds. I didn't have very many okra seeds, and I wasn't sure if the seeds that I have were viable. They were very small, and when I soaked them, they did plump up, but I don't know if they're viable because only one variety started to germinate. So I saw that they had some red burgundy okra. And again, my entire family does not like okra, but I know that okra is good for you. So I found that if I dehydrate the okra, I can tolerate it by putting it on my salad. But eating it any other way, I can't do it. And my family is like, oh, nope. They're like, pass me with that. Pass it up, pass it up. I planted some all American parsnips this year, and I showed you guys in my last video. I think only 4 of those seeds germinated, and I know I put a whole handful of seeds in there. I think the seeds might have been too old. If I'm not mistaken, parsnip seeds are a lot like onion seeds. You have to sow them fresh every year, and if you don't, they lose viability. So I picked up some more of the parsnips. I also sowed rutabaga seeds. Rutabagas are, the seed looks like a green seed, like a mustard green, a turnip green, those type of greens. And these seeds did not germinate for me, so I picked up some more rutabaga. And if you're watching me from Europe, Swede, I picked up some Swede. I sowed some atomic red carrots and some cosmic purple carrots. And my carrots, there are only a few of them in the bag, and I know I overseeded that bag, and I only have a few popping up. So I picked up another packet of atomic red. And there's a theme. I'm trying to get more color in the garden, more reds, more purples. Here's the cosmic purple. Now, I saw this plant, I want to say on Dan Permaculture's Food Forest and Backyard Farmer Pat. This is Callaloo Amaranth Green. It's a Jamaican variety, and I wanted to try it out. I don't know whether or not I'll like it, but I'm trying to incorporate more, for the lack of a better term, more ethnic type of foods. I have several different ethnicities growing in the garden. I've got Asian, I have Moroccan, Ethiopian, um, Jamaican. I'm trying to add more food because it seems like those regions, those countries, they're hot, and this is a hot climate, and I need items that's going to last and not bolt so fast in a hot climate. So I picked up some callaloo. I don't know whether or not I'm going to like it. If you've ever had callaloo and you enjoy it, put me some information in the description box below on how you use it. And what do you think about it? Because I've never had callaloo before. But again, I'm trying to incorporate items that's going to be good for a hot, uh, dry climate that's not going to bolt so fast. Now, I think I already had this, but I wasn't certain if I had it or not. But I bought some more. It's called Shiso Perella. It's a red and green and red variety. So I bought some of that. And I know I had some mountain sweet watermelon, and those seeds germinated, but I don't think I had very many. And the goal this year is to be able to grow a larger watermelon. My mom really loves watermelon, and I was very disappointed last year. My melons did not really grow that large, and so I'm trying to figure out a better way to grow the melons. I did put the seed in the ground. The seeds were pre-germinated before they went in the ground, so we'll see if that will work. But I found another packet of Mountain Sweet Yellow, and I wanted to try the Mountain Sweet Yellow. My mom usually buys just the red watermelon, but I have red, yellow, and orange, and and all of them have germinated. I just want to make sure that mom, and of course the rest of my family, my husband loves watermelon as well, that we have some watermelon, because last year I was the only one who ate the melon because it was not enough to share. Okay, now I have cilantro or cilantro, um, but I could not recall which variety while I was in the store. And when I saw this one, I thought, I'm going to buy this one. Now, my sister has this growing, not maybe not this particular uh, brand in her garden, because she talked to me about it today. But when I saw this, I had to have it. I don't care to eat it, the leaves that is, but I use the seeds. I buy it in bulk, and I use those seeds in my pepper grinder. But I want to be able to grow enough to maybe I can harvest the seed and I don't have to buy it from the store. We'll see. But I bought some Moroccan coriander, or, but I think I said it coriander because my European subscribers, they call it coriander. They get confused and they call it coriander. Um, Coriander, if I'm not mistaken, let me know if I've gotten it wrong. Coriander is the seed. No, the plant. And the cilantro is the seed. But either way, I don't like the plant. I like the seed. And so I use the seed in my pepper grinder. The plant has a particular flavor that I don't like, so I don't need it. I can taste it in everything that's put in. I don't like it, so no. But had my nieces, I have more than one. They have guinea pigs, and the guinea pigs like the cilantro. So there you have it. That's what I got from two different nurseries. And where else did I go, y'all? I went to two different nurseries. I can't remember. I got thrown off by those people wanting to sell me stuff. Yeah, these were from two different nurseries because I did not get any seeds from Ace Hardware. So I went to pick up some lunch, which I did not get a chance to eat because traffic was so awful. And by the time I got home, it was late. So I went to the Asian market today and picked up lunch, and I also picked up some seeds because I decided I was going to pick those up anyway. When I was there, I think it was last week, I said, oh no, I'm not going to get them. But I changed my mind. And I changed my mind because I was talking to another content creator, and she commented on my brown mustard greens. And I've got red mustard greens, brown mustard greens, and I wanted to add more seeds just in case she sent me a message on Instagram, because I told her to drop me a message on Instagram. And if she wanted some, I would send her some. So I wanted to make sure I had enough. So I picked up some more of those just in case I didn't have enough. I think I have enough because this is a pretty big packet. This is the brown mustard greens. This is what I grow in my garden. When the red peters out, I make sure that I have brown. I normally try to have brown and red in the same pot, but for some reason my red didn't really do that great. So I have brown. So you know who you are, girl. If you want some seeds, I got them. I also picked up, and my family's not really much of an eggplant eater. My sister and I, yes, but I picked up and I normally don't grow eggplant, y'all. I usually don't. I'm trying to grow more eggplant because just because. You just got to get all the things in. And so I picked up this one. This is the long eggplant. And I want to say Bull from Bull's Garden grows something similar. But I picked up the long eggplant. I'm not going to put this in the garden this year because eggplant takes a long time to germinate. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm not doing it. But I do have some eggplant in here already, and it's just taking a slow, sweet time. So I'm not trying to germinate any more eggplant. Now I picked up some barley sprouts, and the only reason why I picked up barley sprouts is this is another cover crop. You can use barley as a cover crop. So I'm just adding to my cover crops. That way I continuously have something that I can use as a cover crop. Now, whether or not I use it as a cover crop, maybe, maybe not, I don't know, but we'll see. Doesn't hurt to have it. And then when I was there last week, I came across this green, and I'm not quite sure how to fix it. So if any of you all are aware, if you use it, if you've tried it, let me know what you think. How do you use this? It's called a curled mallow. There we go, curled mallow. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use that, but I thought about getting it when I was there last week, and I said, nah, I don't get it. But I've been thinking about it, mulling over in my brain for the past week, and I thought I better just go ahead on and get it. And the last thing I picked up from the Asian market was some kale. Now, I don't know what kind of kale this is because I can't read any of these packages, but the leaf looks huge. And I thought, okay, that's going to give you a lot of food. So kale. It looks like a broadleaf kale. I don't really like curly kale. It's just too many curls, too many places where bugs can hide. So I bought that from the Asian market today. So those are all the seeds I bought. Now I'm going to put these seeds in this bag right here so I don't lose anything. And I'm going to set them right in here. I found another pack of seeds. I knew I had bought another pack of seeds from my coworker. I already have this in my personal stash, but I got this from Walmart, and this is the Sugar Baby watermelon. So I got that from my coworker as well. Moving on to the Dollar Tree. I always seem to need saucers. I picked up some the last time I was there. They're over there on my metal shelf that looks a hot mess right now. But I try to keep these in the garden so that my plants can wick up water. So I picked up a couple more of these. There are 4 in here and 3 in here. It's like the larger they get, the less you get. And because I'll be giving some plants away, I picked up some plant tags that I don't mind giving away. And there's 10 in a pack. And because I'm going to be giving some things away, I picked up some little giveaway pots, two each. I picked up what size is this? Y'all know I don't have my reading glasses on. 3.5 by 3 and 4.7 by 3.8. And those are the Western measurements. Those are not European measurements, y'all. European 8.9 centimeters, 7.5 centimeters for this one. European 11.9, 9.7 centimeters for this one. So there you have it. I also picked up a box of matches because you never know when you might need matches. And for my house plants, I did not want to put any of the homemade fertilizers that I've been making in my indoor house plants because I would run everything and everybody out of the house with that stuff because it's horrid. It smells horrid. And I remember my grandmother, when she was alive, used to use these. I think my mom might have used to use these as well. So I picked up some Job's fertilizer spikes for houseplants, and I got 2 of those. So those are going to go into my houseplants. I know I never talk about my houseplants. That's because I don't really have very many. I think I only have 4. Um, Moving around inside the United States and coming from the United States to overseas, you just houseplants are one of the things that you get rid of, and I haven't picked up on having houseplants again, so I only have a few small little houseplants. So I need to feed them because they're looking a little shabby right now. Last but not least, I have a bag from Ace Hardware. As I was leaving the nursery, I passed the Ace Hardware that I did not even know was even over there. So now that I know it's there, I'm going to have to go back because I like Ace Hardware. They send me coupons for my birthday every year. So, Ace Hardware. Now, this truly probably isn't the right time for what I bought from Ace Hardware, but it was half off. And if I could get them to bloom, die back, stay in the soil, and come back the next year, that would be great. What I know about this is that usually people buy these particular bulbs every year because they peter out and they will not give you a good flush after the first year. But I'm going to give it a try anyway. So I purchased, let's see, 2 packets of 7 bulbs. I didn't realize I got 2 of each. They had white tulips, 7 in a packet. And I don't know if you all can see that, but they have all begun to sprout. So I think if I get them in the ground, I might get some tulips before it starts really blazing outside, even though it's been pretty warm. But they all seem to be sprouting, which is a good thing. And then I picked up, I had already planted some daffodils in several places in the garden, and I thought by looking at the picture, because I have the packet over there, they were a whitish with a yellow neck. The flower, the what do you call them? See, I can't even think now, y'all. They're walking by the house trying to decide if they want to ask me again if now I want solar, because they're trying to do a couple different things out there, cameras, solar, and a few other things. Anyway, petals. See, I get distracted. The petals on that daffodil they looked white on the package, but when I put the bulbs in the ground, they have begun to spring up. They look like a light, dusty yellow. And I think I'm gonna have to dig those up because I don't feel as if I want yellow in my white garden. So they're gonna have to come out. Once they die back, I'm gonna have to dig those out. But I found this daffodil, which is absolutely gorgeous. It is a double bulb, a double bloom, it looks like. It doesn't even look like a daffodil. I mean, come on. Does that look like a daffodil, y'all? And it's white with a hint of like a little bit of orange, burnt orange in the center. And these are not, some of them are beginning to sprout, but there are 7 bulbs in each of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in the ground. If they come up, that's great. And I can see some of them have split. They have more than one bulb on there. So I'm going to put these in the ground. They say bloom time early spring. It is technically spring. However, it's been 80 degrees for the past 2 days. So anyway, I'm going to place these in the ground and see what happens in the front of the house. So these have got to go in today. So daffodils. I have a white garden. I think I told you all, but I'll repeat it for those who are seeing me for the first time. I have a white garden in the front of my house, and I have a white garden in the back of my house. And I've wanted to put as many different variations of white plants in those spaces. I think a white garden is absolutely gorgeous to look at night. It's pretty to look at in the daytime too, but at night it's just very, very striking when you have flowers that are in bloom. And so I want to say, oh no, I did get some, oh, I got this for my sister. I hope this is not too long, y'all. I picked up a raspberry from Lowe's for my sister. I also picked some mulch up for her. She was telling me that she has a problem growing raspberries. So I picked up a raspberry that's sprouting. I also have some blue Adirondack potatoes that I've already shown y'all. I picked up 2 bags. I'm going to share those with my sister. I'm going to get those in today. So you all probably will see me again today in the same outfit because I need to get those potatoes in. But that's pretty much all I've gotten. Well, let me stop. Let me stop. These were on the clearance rack. This is a heuchera. The heucheras that I had like this last year, y'all know what happened. They died. They got too much sun. I kept moving them around, but they it was just too much. It says part shade, and in the area where I placed the heuchera, it was part shade. But I've come to realize that Texas sun, even in the shade, is hot. And this is just, if it gets any part sun, it's not going to last. So I'm going to place this more than likely either in the cut flower garden after the fence is finished or the flower garden after the fence is finished, because there will be more shade in the side gardens. And this would be a nice addition. I got 2 of these. They were on sale. They were originally $11.98 and they were half off. And this is called Frosted Violet. See how beautiful that the back of that leaf is, and has a dark, beautiful top. So gorgeous. I was so excited to see that. I was hoping to get the same thing for a lot less, but because that's how I got the other ones. They were on sale. They were a lot cheaper than $7, but that'll be all right. And I just learned how to propagate this. So I'm hoping that I will be able to propagate that and have even more plants, because if you can see, they are very full. And I'm sure I have dozens of plants in these 2 pots. So I'm going to keep them in the garage right now, just for right now. I'm probably going to put them in the black greenhouse because the sunshade is on that. The sun cover is over that. And those were at Lowe's. They were on the clearance rack. And if you've ever been to Lowe's and you've seen the clearance rack, it is in complete sun. Just sun is beaming. So I'm going to put those probably in the back greenhouse for right now. And I think that's pretty much it. I've got some things I've got to do, so I got to hurry up and get off of here. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. I know I said probably in my last shopping haul that I may only have one more shopping haul to show you. This was an impromptu shopping haul, so this one really doesn't count. I do have some more stuff. I ordered some things online, and that those plants have not shipped yet, from what I can tell. I ordered them months ago, as well as some stuff yesterday, because I got a notification saying what I wanted months ago was available for me. So I have a couple more things that's going to go into the food forest, and I don't know when it's going to show up. So let me go, y'all, because I know y'all have seen them big old flies that keep flying around. Them jokers look like, look at it. That was a fly. That was huge. That was a huge fly. Oh my goodness. It's trying to get me in the face. I got to get out of here, y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. Share the video. Leave me a comment. I do my best to reply to everybody who leaves me a comment. Don't forget, it may take me a minute to get back to you, but I will get back to you. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you either in my garden grow space indoors, my outdoor garden, or in my kitchen sometime soon. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.